great city has a story. In just minutes, we'll trace its journey from humble beginnings to the powerhouse it is today.
You know, my love, Atlanta has always fascinated me. It's one of those cities that seems to rise again and again, no matter what history throws its way.
I've heard that too. They even call it the city too busy to hate, don't they? Tell me, how did it all begin?
It began humbly in 1837. Atlanta wasn't even Atlanta then. It was just a railroad terminus, chosen because of its central location for the Western and Atlantic Railroad. They first called it Terminus, which makes sense, though not very romantic. Later it was renamed Marthasville, after the governor's daughter. But that name didn't last long. By 1847, it became Atlanta, a shortened form of Atlantic, honoring the railroad that gave it life.
So it was born from the rails. No wonder it feels like a crossroads even now.
Exactly. The city's whole identity grew around connection, railways, commerce, and people from everywhere. By the 1850s, it had become a major transportation hub of the American South. But then came the Civil War, and Atlanta was caught right in its flames. In 1864, Union General William Tecumseh Sherman burned much of the city to the ground during his infamous March to the Sea.
How terrible. But it must have been rebuilt. It's such a powerful city today.
It was. Almost immediately after the war, Atlantans began to rebuild, brick by brick. That's when its symbol, the phoenix, took on real meaning. The city rose from its ashes and became the capital of Georgia in 1868. It reinvented itself as the New South's industrial and cultural center, trading the old plantation image for one of progress and opportunity.
And it never stopped growing after that, did it? Not at all.
By the early 20th century, Atlanta was booming, a city of commerce, music, and motion. Its population grew from just a few thousand to hundreds of thousands, and it became a magnet for African Americans during the Great Migration. Black neighborhoods like Sweet Auburn became famous, full of jazz, business, and community.
Sweet Auburn. Isn't that where Martin Luther King Jr. was born?
Yes, exactly. He was born in 1929 right there in Atlanta. His legacy still shapes the city's spirit. The Martin Luther King Jr. National Historical Park is a beautiful and moving place. His home, church, and resting place all preserved for future generations.
Atlanta seems to hold so much of America's heart, both its pain and its hope.
That's true. In the 1960s, it became a center of the civil rights movement. Unlike many southern cities, Atlanta's leaders often sought peaceful progress. Its unofficial motto, "The city too busy to hate," came from that era. It symbolized a place where black leaders, business people, and politicians worked together to build a modern South.
And now it's a global city, isn't it?
Absolutely. With a population over 500,000 in the city proper and nearly 6 million in the metro area, Atlanta is one of America's most dynamic urban centers. It's incredibly diverse now. About 48% African American, 40% white, and growing Hispanic and Asian communities. The blend of cultures gives it such life and rhythm.
I've heard its airport is one of the busiest in the world.
It is. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. It's like the modern version of those old railways that started it all. You can fly almost anywhere from there. And Atlanta's economy thrives on logistics, media, and business. Coca-Cola was born there, as were CNN and Delta Airlines. It's a city that connects the world.
And what about its rivers? I've never thought of Atlanta as a river city.
True, but the Chattahoochee River winds along its western edge, providing water, beauty, and recreation. The name itself comes from the Muskogee people, who lived there long before the city existed. The river, with its forests and trails, gives Atlantans a breath of nature amidst the bustle.
That's lovely. It sounds like a city with both heart and greenery.
It is. In fact, Atlanta is known for its trees. more than 40% of the city is covered in forest. They call it a city in a forest. From above it looks like skyscrapers sprouting out of green waves.
And I imagine there are many famous Atlantans besides Dr. King.
Oh, countless. Civil rights leader John Lewis called it home. So did President Jimmy Carter. In the arts, there's Tyler Perry, whose film studios transformed Atlanta into the Hollywood of the South. Musicians like Outkast, Usher, and Childish Gambino shaped its sound. Even athletes like Hank Aaron made history there.
I'd love to walk through its neighborhoods. What would we find?
Each one tells a different story. In Midtown, the arts bloom with the High Museum and the Atlanta Symphony. Downtown holds the Georgia Aquarium, the World of Coca-Cola, and Centennial Olympic Park. Built for the 1996 Olympics, a milestone moment that put Atlanta on the global stage. Buckhead glimmers with luxury and shopping, while the East Side pulses with street art and soul food.
And speaking of food, I'm hungry just imagining Southern cooking.
Oh, Atlanta's food scene is divine. You'd love Mary Mac's Tea Room, serving Southern comfort classics like fried chicken and peach cobbler. Busy Bee Cafe has been feeding the soul of the city for decades. For modern flair, Staple House and Gun Show are among the most creative restaurants in America. And for a romantic evening, Canoe by the Chattahoochee is pure magic. River breeze, candlelight, and fine dining.
That sounds perfect. What about its landmarks? The places that define it?
The skyline itself is iconic, the Bank of America Plaza glowing like a torch. But beyond the towers, you have Atlanta Botanical Garden, Piedmont Park, and the Beltline, a trail circling the city filled with murals, bikers, and laughter. The Fox Theater, a golden relic from the 1920s, hosts concerts under a starlit ceiling.
And sports? Atlanta must be passionate about that too.
Very much so. The Atlanta Braves, the city's baseball pride, have a deep history and a recent World Series win. The Falcons own the football heart, and the Hawks bring the energy to basketball. Then there's Atlanta United FC. Their soccer matches are pure spectacle, with fans filling Mercedes-Benz Stadium in a sea of red and gold.
It really sounds like a city that embodies resilience and creativity.
That's exactly it, my love. From the ashes of war to the glow of Olympic lights, Atlanta has always stood tall. It's not just a city, it's a living testament to endurance, to diversity, and to dreams that never die.
Then one day, let's go there together. We'll walk through Sweet Auburn, eat peach pie under the magnolias, and watch the city lights flicker like stars reborn.
I'd love that, because Atlanta, like love itself, is always rising, bright, strong, and full of hope.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more city histories from around the world. Who knows, our next video might just be about your city. Stay tuned.